giving back. You're just consuming. You're not giving back. And that creates?
Imbalance.
No. Yes, but karma. It creates karma. Right? Yajnarthat karmanaha anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. If you perform your activities for the pleasure of yajna, and those activities will liberate you. If you don't do that, any activity, whatever you do, will bind you. It's very interesting how Krishna has used this term here. Yajnarthat karmanaha anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Right? So your activities need to be for the pleasure of Krishna. That's the meaning of yajna. If you don't do it, anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. So any activity you do must be for the satisfaction for Krishna. Otherwise, any activity will bind you. And we have been living like that since many lifetimes now. Finally, there is an option now wherein we can choose to get away from this binding and live a life of Krishna consciousness. So we've been
not every activity can be
every single activity. Yes. Yajnarthat karmanaha. Every activity. Anyatra lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Right? Any activity, whatever you do, if it is not for the pleasure of Krishna, will bind you. So you may feel that like. So what is that which is coming to your mind? Which is sleeping. Good. Okay. What else?
Yeah, like in summer there are flies and we try to kill the flies.
Yeah.
Align that.
So sleeping, for example, can be very Krishna conscious activity if we are using sleeping for rejuvenating ourselves, right? So your whole day you are striving to perform your actions in a way that you want to please Krishna, but then you get tired. Your body is there. It is, unless someone is liberated from the bodily concept, you need sleep. If someone tells, no, I just want to be spiritual, why to sleep? I'll just keep going on and on and on. In a week or 15 days, one will get crazy if someone doesn't sleep. So body has its own way of functioning. Unless someone is really liberated, like Srila Prabhupada, for example, he would sleep for a couple of hours every day. 12 o'clock, midnight, he is up, starting to write his commentary for Srimad Bhagavatam. Whole night he is writing, because whole day he is occupied with other services. So nobody would disturb him in the night, so he would use that time for writing commentary for Bhagavatam. Now if I do that, next 1 week, 2 weeks, I'm gone. I need to be in mental asylum afterwards. It's a fact. People can't really hold up. So body has a specific way of function. Unless someone is really liberated, and then they use the body as an instrument then. Like it's just like having a car. You use it whenever you want. Park it whenever you want. Right? So, of course, once in a while you have to stop and put the fuel and all these things, but otherwise just keep using whenever you want. So that's how one will start functioning when you are liberated. You don't have any sort of bonding between Bob and Soham are outside. You should open the door. So that's the meaning of liberation, and that we need to achieve in this life. We need to be able to transcend the bodily way of functioning, and that's where the Krishna consciousness way of living comes to some sort of practical understanding. Because at the end of the day, if I'm still doing whatever I'm doing, I'm not making any progress then. Right? If I am as conditioned as before, then where is the progress? The progress means there has to be some significant improvement somewhere. So, Soham Hare Krishna, thanks for your service during Janmashtami. यहाँ आ जाओ. That's for Varishta Vaishnavas. So yeah, you need sleep. So, but if you are sleeping in that consciousness, that it's not just for my own sake, I want to do better tomorrow. I want to be enthusiastic tomorrow. One more new day. And then sleep is Krishna conscious then. Some people may tell that you will dream of Krishna and all. I don't want to go into any sort of esoteric things. On a very practical level, if your day is involved with Krishna consciousness, you're sleeping, your body needs rest. Yeah, it's like putting fuel in the car. It's practical need. You can't just keep driving the car without fuel. So, killing flies, you should not kill. You do get karma back. Yeah. It's not a great activity.
You're born as a fly again?
Well, that's the law of nature.
Okay. Whatever you kill, you will be born.
Yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam explains that first of all, we should try to clean the whole thing in a way that flies don't come, because flies usually come, there is dirt, things
Not
are
fly,
outside.
mosquitoes.
All. Srimad Bhagavatam tells that these insects, they don't discriminate as such. The only things which are sort of you have been given a free hand is sarpa and vrishchika, or something which is really poisonous. And they bite and you die, for example, or it's like extremely harmful when they bite, then you can kill them.
The mosquito is also harmful.
Yeah, but if
Most humans are killed on the planet because of mosquito.
but that's because of human creation, right? Like they're not born just like that, because there's so much of dirt everywhere. And so the point is that if we can make it from the sattvic perspective, you create a sattvic ambience. Actually, flies should not come, mosquitoes should not come. And even if they come, you can just chase them away, do something, whatever, put a net or something. And so,
Prabhu in general, like, not about flies, but also when we kill like.
so that's unknown, right? You can't do anything about it. You don't kill fly just like unknown way. Prabhu, yeah, I just have a bat, Prabhu, I have an electric bat. I just keep going everywhere. If a fly comes, they die. That's not natural. Yeah. So, yeah, unrecognizable and natural way of, yeah, of course you breathe and, yeah.
But then when we breathe and then
you do kill, you do get reaction unless that your life is meant for Krishna consciousness. But that reaction is not as severe as you're willingly doing something. Yeah. So if I'm willingly hurting something, then that's a bit bigger consequence than unknowing act. So,
sort of knowing, I know I'm feeling.
but you know from theory perspective, but not really. Yeah. You can always chase them away if something is there. Just
But probably sometimes they, keep on hitting the glass,
It's
and
really
then
dumb.
they themselves.
then what can you do about that?
If they are dead in our home, like that.
That's okay. You are not killing them, right? These insects have very short lives. They don't have big lives. So they will die anyways.
I think I remember there's another story where a king will be born as a lizard because he gets a curse from a Brahmin. I think it's from Bhagavatam only, where
10th canto.
We gives cow as a donation to one of the Brahmins.
Yes.
That cow again joins the same crowd, and he gives this cow also as a donation to another Brahmin.
Yeah.
And he says, "You have given you're the one that you donated me, or you're giving it to another Brahmin. I want that cow only." And
so there was a cow which was belonging to someone else. When kings would give donation, they would get like 100,000 cows or a million cows, something like that. And in that herd, someone else's cow joined, and this king ended up donating someone else's cow to another Brahman. And the first Brahman started searching, where is my cow? And then he comes, he understands, oh, it's here, my cow is here. And then the other Brahman says, no, I got this as a donation from the king. And then they both approached the king and started arguing. And then king said to the first Brahman, I'm sorry, I didn't know that your cow joined my herd. I'll give you, whatever, n number of cows. Please take them. I'll give with gold and everything. And that Brahman says, no, I want this cow. The other Brahman says, other Brahman also is given the same option that, please leave that cow. I'll give you a lot of other cows and with the gold and everything. And this Brahman also says, no, I want this specific cow. And they continued to argue, and both of them left the cow there and then went away.
And this guy had
And then now this guy had to be born as a lizard because of that karma of hurting Brahmanas. And but yeah, unfortunate.
without his fault, he had to face the karma, and that's such a.
Well, you think that it's without cause, but I mean there is always a cause. Right? We don't know what's previous, what's after. We have no idea, right? So now we get to, I mean, that's why we need to also become a bit cautious when we study Shastras, because we get to know the snippet from time delta perspective, right? From here to here, we see, oh wow, no cause. But that's a shorter vision. There must be some cause somewhere. Right? It is not that there is no causes. Somehow random things are happening. It's never the case. Randomly things will never happen. So
people usually give this example saying that without your fault also you are doing karma, and this is one of the
yeah, but because I mean that's why we need to be really careful in interpreting Shastras. We need to have a vision which is aligned with the Shastras to interpret the Shastras. Otherwise, we all will be like Max Muller. Right? So I think because vision is not aligned. If vision is not aligned with how Shastra is trying to tell, it always. So when the commentary which we give should never deviate from the first principles. The first principles of Vedic life is that the universe is in order, not disorder, order. Right? The Prakriti has orderness. Karma is a science. It is not random chance. It is a science. So, and Atma is eternal. Right? These are the first principles of, if you see Rigveda, the themes of Rigveda is there is Atma and there is Rita. Rita is the universal order, the Atma, right? The eternity of existence. And then there is Karma, which is sort of Atma is eternal. That's when Karma can have some meaning. Otherwise, Karma has no meaning. Now, when we understand these first principles and your commentaries are aligned with them, then you have to understand, okay, this is correct. If someone comes and tells anything which are not aligned with the first principles of the creation or the universe or the Vedic knowledge, then that's when you understand, okay, this is just self-concoction. It's not really aligned with the vision of how Vedic knowledge is being propagated. So
it's also difficult to understand whether it is in alignment or not. So
yeah, that's why you should be a mature person. Right? That's an expectation from everyone.
It's difficult to know what is maturity.
Yes. Yeah. As I said, conclusions, whatever you are hearing, coming across, whatever, they should be, they cannot be deviating from first principles. Yeah. So, and then the moment you start becoming a bit vigilant, a bit due diligent, right, what you're consuming, then Paramatma inside will tell you, no, this is not right. You will get to know this from inside. This is not right. Because ultimately it's all about how much a living entity is in synchronization with Paramatma. Knowledge is not something outside, it's inside. Right? So if you're aligned with in your heart, then you'll get to know, okay, this is Sat, this is Asat.
But Prabhuji, it is different for different person. Like my inner voice might say that this is right, but somebody else's inner voice.
Yeah, so that's why you need to have sufficient spiritual advancement, and sufficient spiritual advancement starts with simple things.
जब सात्विक life,
भागवत गीता, सत्संग और प्रसादम.
Yes, five हो गया. So we need to be able to live like this for sufficient amount of time, make this as the principal aim of life, and then eventually your alignment will come. Right now it's chaos, right? It's just everywhere. Bahu shakha hi anantascha buddhayo avyavasayinam. This is second chapter. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. We have studied this long ago. So if someone is having vyavasayatmika buddhi, having someone who is dedicated to the spiritual cause will have ekeha kurunandana. Goal will be one, unidirectional. There is a target. Bahu shakha hi anantascha. There are so many branches and so many different ways of thinking. Buddhayo avyavasayinam. For somebody who is not really focused in spiritual growth. So we should be able to arrive at there. That's a necessity. It's a prerequisite to understand everything else. We have discussed this many times. Vedic knowledge is not just information, right? So you might come across so many information outside. What's the use? It has to be something which is really from transformative perspective. And the transformation, people could just give, oh no, this is so transformative. I just, the goal of human life is just, for example, collect blood. That's the best Raktadan. Right? You may come across like that. This is the most important seva of. Yeah, for somebody who can only understand until that much, yeah, sure, why not? But then that's not goal of life. Yeah, collecting blood is not goal of life. And helping people, of course, it can be part of it, but so you can't really tell that this is wrong. It's just a lower understanding. Yeah. Somebody else may tell that no, the whole goal of life is to somehow or the other accept and understand that your parents are your gods. It's not a wrong understanding, it's just a lower understanding. Yeah. Somebody else may tell, no, it's about renouncing everything and going to Himalayas, Alps, or wherever. It's not a wrong understanding, it's a lower understanding. So, all these things, right? So, the more you grow, the more you'll understand, yes, there are a lot of lower understandings. And there is a supreme understanding. Yeah. The supreme understanding is, it's not supreme based on whether you understand it or not. It's based on Sata. Sata means eternal. Satya comes from that dhatu also. Satya, that which is eternal. So that which connects you with eternity is the supreme occupation. That which helps you understanding your eternal position is the absolute way of, is the supreme way of functioning. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
So whenever you are coming across any sort of thing, you should always try to like, okay, is this connecting me with eternity in its absolute most finest form? There can be lower understandings. So Bhagavatam says, Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam. Srimad Bhagavatam is for those people. All the kaitava dharma is all gone. So these are all kaitava dharma and lower understandings, multiple levels of lower understandings. Srimad Bhagavatam is not for those people. If someone is having lower understanding, okay, it's fine, no problem. But Srimad Bhagavatam is not teaching lower understandings. Paramo, supreme, nirmatsaranam satam, is for people who are on the plane of nirmatsara, having no enemy whatsoever. So arriving there should be the path where we are navigating in our lives. So if you are sincere in that approach, then eventually you will start getting realization in the heart that yes, 20 years ago my heart was telling, it was just totally drowned in just somehow or the other, just finding a job somewhere, getting a girlfriend somewhere, getting married somewhere, whatever, right? There was only one thing which was revolving in the head. But eventually you grow out of it. Now when you look back, it seems so pity, right? Like, I just, what is this? I just wasted my life. What's the big use? But at that time, it was like, oh my God, I don't have a job. Need to get a job. 15 years down the line, 10 years down the line, after you sort of accustomed, doing your job, that phase of just struggling day and night, always thinking about job, seems like, my God, what sort of life was that? Okay. So you can have progressively evolving consciousness, and that's human life. Your consciousness can evolve progressively. That's how it should be used for. Now the question is, do I need to just go slowly in that process, or should I do on a fast track basis? So if you want fast track, we have an option. If somebody tells, no, doesn't matter, bro. Please be on the road, no problem. We're not going to question. I'm going to come and tell that, the entire world except all those people who are doing Krishna consciousness should all stop. No, that's not what we're telling. Everybody can live. Who am I? Krishna himself doesn't stop. Sure. Duryodhana can have his way. Karna can have his way. Dhritarashtra can have his way. Everybody can have their way. No problem. Arjuna can also have his way. No problem. It's a big highway. Yeah, everybody can walk. It's not that, if I need to walk, then somebody else needs to be off the road. No. All of us can walk. Yeah. The only question is, do you want to just keep walking? Or maybe you need to take shelter of a Luna, or you should take a shelter of a Honda bike, or a Benz car, or a helicopter, or a supersonic flight. It's up to you. What do you want to choose to travel? Yeah. Good. Good so far. Any other questions?
Yeah, so talking about Rig Veda, there was recent news, I don't know if you heard, but scientists found like verses of Rig Veda in a song kind of thing, which is like somewhere around Mediterranean region, around Syria somewhere, which shows that there were civilizations outside India which were influenced by those verses. So it's
the whole earth, we call it as Bharatavarsha. So this is as Bharatavarsha as much as the tract of land which we call it as India now. So yeah, good. Anything else? Soham, any questions? Chanting every day? Why not? Summer break?
Staying up till late and getting.
Okay, from today. Yeah? Good. How is life? Manoj bro? Good?
Just been there.
Chanting?
Not
Also summer break? No problem. Jyotipati is chanting. Yeah, we have one good student at least. Akansha started chanting.
No, I'm chanting, but there was gaps of 2-3 days.
चलो no problem. Recover हो गया ना? आपका?
yeah, chanting with some gaps.
Like once in a week or
Like
2-3 times a week.
2-3 days, maybe sometimes. There is a gap, but
Let's just do it every day from today. Okay?
otherwise also chant.
Wow! Amazing. Good. आपका हो रहा है विकास जी? Yes. ज्योतिबाजी करवाएंगे, I think. Yeah, make sure that there is one circle of influence. Make sure that works out. Yeah.
I always say, Om, when he comes down, do chanting first, then he
Good. Tell them also every day.
You can chant during while doing that. You can also fall very nicely. That sweets.
Good. Chalo.
De-stresses you.
We need to get back to rhythm because now Janmashtami is over. Ajay, you came? Janmashtami?
No, I came from India.
Okay. Okay. Oh, your daughter is not here. She should come to the programs. Call her, please. Yeah. Yeah, we really had a good Janmashtami, great Janmashtami actually. And now Karthik will come very soon. Just few weeks now, 5-6 weeks. And again, busy. 1 month of programs every day. Vikas ji will be like, oh my God, it just happened, Prabhu. Right? It's just last year. It seems like last month. Yeah. Everyday programs in Karthik. Remember, I used to come your house. Yeah, house after house. Yeah. Yeah. We'll do more.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. Yeah. I will have more people also. Yeah. All of you should go out. Different places. So we can just expand. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, why not? That's how we expand, right? Good. So Krishna spoke about this whole cycle. We need to be part of the cycle, we need to contribute to the cycle so that our life also is towards progressive evolution. The consciousness is evolving towards perfection. Otherwise, it is, if you are not evolving, the only other thing which is going on is what is the opposite of evolve? Go down? Degrade? I don't know if there is a right word.
Avgati.
Yeah. Adhogati. Adhogati, yes. Huh? Yeah, I don't know if there is a word for adhogati in English. But because we can't be like, oh, I'm not going like this, I'll just be like this. That devolution, yeah, good. So if it is not like this, it's like this. There are only two options here. Yeah, so let us focus on getting higher and higher consciousness, being human beings. That's the whole theme of Gita. It doesn't matter where we stand. It really doesn't matter. How much bottom, really doesn't matter. We can always start climbing up. It's a very positively reinforced knowledge. Yeah. Good. So we do verse 17 then. Please repeat. Yastvatmaratir eva syad. Oh, we do it together, right? Let's do it together then. Yastvatmaratir eva syad atmatriptascha manavaha atmani eva cha santushtas tasya karyam na vidyate. Naiva tasya कृतेनार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिद् अर्थ व्यपाश्रयः. Okay, last one. तस्मादसक्तः सततं कार्यं कर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचक्रन् कर्म परमाप्नोति पूरुषः. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay, Soham 17 translation.
Purusha is it is written right or?
Purusha.
Yeah, it's Purusha.
Yes.
Purusha. So the meaning is same. A man. Mistake.
Purusha.
It's Purusha. Purusha. Yes, this was Tukaram.
Yes, that's Purusha. This is Purusha from what happened? Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
17.
yeah.
17th, yes.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, truly
Satiated.
satiated, for him there is no duty.
Can you understand?
No.
Can you read again then?
But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and is satisfied in the self only, who is satiated, for him there is no duty. It's like not conscious of anything, self-conscious.
Like dead.
The self is like Krishna consciousness. Into one who is into Krishna consciousness.
One who is fully
Satisfied.
Krishna conscious. Yeah, this is not us, by the way. Yeah, this is a person. Yes, tu atma ratir eva. His pleasure is inside. Ours is not. Yeah. Somebody who is really liberated, already on a different plane of existence. That person doesn't need anything external to be happy, which we are not. And then what else? Atma triptascha manavaha is just having satisfaction, having pleasure inside, satisfaction, tripti inside. Atmanyeva cha santushtaha, extremely happy, satisfied in Atma itself. For that person, tasya karyam na vidyate.
There is no.
Yeah. There is, he will not be part of, he doesn't need to be part of this, whatever cycle which we just discussed. Making sense? He or she.
Not interested in material.
Someone who is already beyond matter, that kind of person doesn't need to be in this cycle. Otherwise, we need to be in the cycle.
जो ये साधु संत वगैरह जो सारे हैं,
Not everybody.
मोस्टली जैसे
No, only some of them maybe.
some of them maybe जो अवधेश गिरी महाराज जी like that.
I don't want to take names or
Maybe like
decide on
that,
someone's,
no,
but
I want to say कि वो they are
but we
already
don't
on
know. We don't
the-
know.
They are not liberated.
We have no idea. Nobody knows.
Only then.
What? Paramatma knows, right? And if they have made it, they will know,
They are doing Mata
right?
Seva.
So, see, many of the times what happens in modern times is that people get to a plane of renunciation and they can't really sustain there. They come back to do something because they're not finding what they went for. They come back and there is some siddhi. I don't want to judge anyone, but this is just reality. There's some siddhi which they accumulated. They come back, maybe healing somebody or giving benedictions, doing some yogic things. And for common people, this seems like, wow, this must be God, or this must be a really liberated person. That they are really, they may be, but they might not be also. That's where also our own
But
discrimination
जब
ability
तक
should
वो
come.
body में है, तब तक they have to do something. If they are all
Not necessary.
not necessary.
If someone is fully
But
liberated, then
we are in the body. Atma is in the
for
body.
sure
have
we
to
should.
do something.
No, right now we should. No, we should.
You can't live like
No, we should. Because we are conditioned right now. I need to sleep. I'll go back to that. If Prabhupada Ji at the age of 80 also, if he sleeps only 1 hour, 2 hours, right? Chalo, ho jata hai unka. He was not living life like us. Right? When he was on the deathbed, just about to leave the body, also he was still giving purpose to Bhagavatam. He was not like, oh, I'm going to die now. He was still giving purpose to Bhagavatam. He was giving purpose to Bhagavatam, only he left the body. There are video recordings actually. You can go and see how Prabhupada left the body. It's there. It's somebody who is not really, in the body plane of existence at all. Yeah, maybe there are people. I don't want to make a statement that there is nobody. There will be for sure. But is everybody like that? We don't know, right? So yeah, some people might be. Some people might not be. So, but then whether they are or not, they will get to know themselves. If right,
But they are
if
still doing some karma.
if they're attached to it, Yeah.
Manav Seva and all.
So even if Lord Brahma, he is doing his seva, but if he's doing his seva, then it's fine for him. If he thinks, oh, I have created so much, even Brahma gets attached. Yeah. So that's how we see with all, even it doesn't matter how rich one is, how poor one is, how qualified one is, unqualified one is. Attachment is the foundational thing. Right? You don't need to be a billionaire to get attachment. You can just make a simple upma and get attached to it. I made such an amazing upma, right? So it really doesn't take big to feel attached. So if at least, that's my position. I am a conditioned soul, so I need to be part of the contributions. I need to contribute. I can't just leave things. Just because I started the path of bhakti doesn't mean I'm liberated already. I'm in the path. I have not done any perfection yet. Eventually, maybe I will, but then that's a far way to go. So right now, better contribute. Yeah. Good. Any other question?
So this shloka, similar shlokas are already there before this shloka.
Yes.
And, Lord Krishna has already mentioned this in his
Yes.
previous shloka.
Yes.
Why is he repeating? And this is not with this shloka.
Yeah, because the concepts need to be really cleared out. The concept which Krishna is trying to give you an understanding right now is that of contribution. There may be people who may think that I don't need to contribute because I'm a liberated person already. Right? Because the topic which is going on right now is that of contribution. You need to be part of the cycle. That's what is the topic. Now, Krishna as a teacher, he is, of course, this sort of thing is been told, but not exactly this. Yeah. What is being told here is that if you are getting your pleasure in your own Atma, you are getting fully satisfied there. There is no hankering whatsoever. You are totally, absolutely, fully satiated, santushta. Then you don't need to contribute anything. Otherwise, you will be bound even by breathing. So this guy also, the one who is like this, also breathes. He will also eat something. Right? Maybe somebody will give something, get some fruits or something, whatever. He will eat also. He will breathe also. That guy will not be getting any sort of reaction for it, even though he is not contributing back.
Was Arjuna a fully Krishna conscious person?
Yes.
But still he was contributing to this.
Yeah, because at that point of time there was a need for him. He was supposed, and that's where it's a good question. In next sloka, 20th, Krishna addresses this, that even after you get to that consciousness, still sometime you may have to do it for the sake of welfare of people in general. Yeah. So if Arjuna would have walked out, spiritually it would have made no difference for him. Yeah. As such, Mahabharata war, if you think from the perspective of just how much the five brothers ruled afterwards, not much, just 36 years. That's all they ruled, 36 years. Because Krishna was cursed by Gandhari, that his whole entire Yaduvamsha will get destroyed. And as soon as that happened, Pandu was also retired. So just 36 years. In 36 years, what big deal. Right? It was not a big deal as such, but then the big deal was in establishing that no, adharma cannot flourish forever. Adharma will be addressed. In the grandest, most scheme of the universe, it's dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Again, the first principles which had to be established Yeah. This is the theme. This is the ideology which you'll understand only when you understand the grand scheme of the universe. So adharma cannot flourish forever. There will be a break, a solid break, and dharma will be re-established. Now, how long? That's not the question. Short term, but that's okay. Parikshit came. He also did good duty as a kshatriya in ruling. So, but the Parikshit's life also was small. So it's not about, oh, why not then, for so much long time. The whole point is about in making sure dharma is established, and for that sake, Arjuna had to fight. Yeah. If you read Odyssey or this Trojan horse story, what is that? You will not understand all these things. Chaos. You just like, what's going on here? Right? There is no head and tail to the stories. You will feel like, my God, is there any meaning in being righteous at all? Right? Because it's just a concoction, right? Somebody has just written it down. Mahabharata, Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, they're not concoctions of someone. There is a clear historical evidence of how universe works. Yeah. So, Manoj's favorite topic, justice well served or not. This was the first topic we were discussing first day when he came to the program 2 years ago. Justice served. Will it be served forever? Yeah, for sure. Dharma will make sure. Right? Now, you may or may not be able to see everything. Right? Someone who was born when Duryodhana was just about to be ruling and then already died before Yudhishthira became the king. That person will be like, oh my God, only bad things are going on. But then somebody else who has lived before Duryodhana and after Yudhishthira, they understand, wow, there is a grand scheme here. Yeah. The grand scheme is that dharma has to be established. So for that purpose, Arjuna had to fight. Yeah. So even though he was Krishna conscious, he had to fight. Now Krishna will address that. Good question, but answer is coming. Yes, anything else?
Troy, I see some similarities to Troy and Mahabharata.
Yeah.
So when
It's only like crazy people giving crazy interpretations again, but yeah, there is some sort of like the knowledge, as he was also Nikhil was also telling that the culture was present in different places. And eventually they got disconnected, and then maybe they have something, like if you look at the Roman mythological figures, the gods, there are like somebody similar to Indra, somebody similar to Varuna, somebody similar to Agni, somebody similar. So there is some sort of thing which is there, but disconnected.
Yeah.
But now even in India itself, it's disconnected. What to speak of other places? So hardly any Indians will know what is Gita, what is written there, and what is the theme of it, what is the ideology of Vasudev when he was compiling, and nobody knows. So the entire. Good. Okay, next look.
Kal Yavan in
Yeah.
Sri Krishna, right? So the Yavan is from Greeks.
Yeah. There's Yavana, Hunas, and different. Bhagavatam describes many different varieties of these lower creatures, which is these places basically where we are living, and yeah. As such, of course, this is not Patal, this is still Earth, but there are like different parts of the world, different categories of humans were existing. Yeah. Yavanas are mostly this part, basically.
Yavanas are Greeks, that's what I heard. So,
Yeah.
I was hearing the podcast from Dushyant Sridhar. He was answering one question when why all the gods are only born in India. He was mentioning that the gods are born everywhere, but in India we had the rishis who were able to identify these were gods, these were the avatars. That is why we are lucky that gods means because Valmiki was there, he said Rama is the avatar of Vishnu. So even because Vyasa was there, he said these are all the incarnation of God, and
Yeah.
that's how we are able to know. But in other parts also there were gods that are born, but there were no rishis who were able to identify them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, avatar comes everywhere. Just one small globe, which
Maybe
we
in
know.
Satluj, the whole earth, these things are also included in the Bharatvarsh.
Yeah.
One land, only one
The
land,
entire
and the
earth.
partitions and the sea
Whole
levels
earth is
and
Bharatvarsh.
separate.
Even now also whole earth is Bharatvarsh.
Yes.
Manu is king for the whole universe. It's anyway, next 18. Bob, can you read?
A self-realized man has no purpose to fulfill the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such work, nor has he any need to depend on any other living being.
Very good. This also answers your question. Yeah. So whether doing, not doing, both of them will not matter anyways. Right? And then it's better to do because then there is a larger impact.
But then the previous in one of the shlokas he said whether no matter what you do, with whatever happens, you will do something. You will sleep, you will eat, you will drink.
Conditioned person. Yeah. So nobody can avoid any work. Everybody has to do something. And if I'm conditioned, I'll get karma for it. Right? That's why I said that even liberated person also breathes, but he will not get any karma for it because he is not really conditioned. Yeah.
So what I heard in the Purana stories, so once you feel that you have done your mission, right? So you leave your body purposely. Right? So what is the purpose of living? So when Shabari met Rama, she left her body. She entered the fire.
Yeah.
Right? So there are so many rishis, once they have met Rama, they left it. So about these people, so even when they have achieved Krishna consciousness, why are they living? And just
Yeah, so some people will live for social upliftment, right? So, see, leaving the body, living in the body doesn't really matter. Liberation is not after death. It is not. Liberation is experienced when you live. If someone is liberated, when that person is living, then they will be liberated forever. Liberation is a binary switch. Needs to be turned on when we are like this. Cannot be turned on after death. Yeah. So if it is turned on now, let's say hypothetically, it really doesn't matter afterwards whether you live, don't live, because you are living anyways. Right? You're living your eternal life already in liberated state already, and that's how you will live forever. Yeah.
I'm curious. So why were those rishis?
Yeah, some people did leave, like in the case of Shabari, her spiritual master Matanga Rishi and others. They didn't go to. They went to Tapoloka. Right? They ascended to Tapoloka. They were like, okay, you wait here. We will go to Tapoloka. Now, Shabari perfected her life in bhakti, right, to the extent, and then she was also old. Not that she was a very young person at that time. Very, very old. Eventually, when she met Lord Ram, it was not that was a revolutionary day in her life. She was with Ram already before in her service. And on the physical plane, yeah, there was a meeting, but then consciousness-wise, she was already a perfect being. Right? So we should really understand this, that it's not that some magic happened on the day when Ram came. No, the magic was happening on a daily basis. When she was serving Ram, with the exact same enthusiasm, for whole life, for years, decades. Every day she was serving. So the magic was happening then, not on the day when Ram came. Ram came just to reciprocate with this magic which has already happened. So Shabri was already perfect. Yeah, so not that she, after seeing Ram, she got some perfection. So seeing Ram is in serving Ram. If you serve Ram, you already see Ram. Yeah, if you chant Krishna's name, Krishna is already there. The person and the name are not different. The seva and the name are not different. The seva and the person are not different. In our case, it's all different, right? But in case of Krishna or Ram, it's all the same. There is no difference. Yeah. So for those people, it really doesn't matter. Living, they're living service already. Okay.
So, talking about liberation. So, can we say that the state of nirvana can, I don't know if it's a Hindu concept or not, first of all, but can we say that nirvana can be achieved in such moments where we really feel detached from all the emotions and everything, and we are aligned with the right consciousness?
Nirvana is definitely a Hindu concept. Krishna used in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, last verse in Gita. You can, Buddhist, yeah, they use it, but you can open 2nd chapter, last verse, 273. 273.
Oh, then we check.
272. 2nd chapter, 72nd verse.
Which one, bro?
2nd chapter, verse 72. एषा ब्राह्मी स्थिति पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विमुह्यति स्थित्वा स्यामन्त कालेपि ब्रह्म निर्वाणं रुच्यते. So this is definitely a Vedic concept. Now what happens then is the question. Now Buddhists will tell that when you enter there, that's it. It's ceasing of life. Life ends there. It doesn't continue anymore. The Buddhist philosophy of karma happens only until nirvana. So the life is not eternal there. It is until you achieve nirvana. Nirvana is ceasing of life in Buddhist understanding. Yeah, you don't exist anymore.
You don't exist anymore, or you don't take bodies after?
No,
You don't exist. It's the end of it.
Zero, nothing.
Yeah.
No research.
Now, in Vedic understanding, life is eternal to begin with, right? Not just in material, whatever sphere. This is now it's based on how we are experiencing life now. But whether you're in association with material prakriti or spiritual prakriti, life is forever. Yeah, there is no end to it. So even after you get nirvana, which let's say we translate as a perfection, continue to exist in perfection. Now, your question of can we attain it? Yes, you can attain it and you should attain it. But that nirvana is not the feeling of, oh, I don't have any attachment to anything. We have attachment to positive things. Nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yukta vairagya muchyate. Right? So you don't have any attachments for yourself, for selfish reasons, but then you are looking at everything in relationship with Krishna. Nirbandha Krishna sambandhe. Make sense?
Yeah.
So you won't become desireless. Your desires will be transformed to please Krishna.
That's only for specific moment.
No, forever.
State of life.
No, that's the state of life forever. You're constantly thinking, how do I please Krishna? Right now you're constantly thinking, how do I please myself? 24/7, we are thinking right now, how do I please myself? Better savings, better car, better this, better that, whatever, doesn't matter. Right? That's how we are thinking constantly. Sometimes once in a while we are thinking, oh, chalo thoda seva bhi kar lete. That will change to becoming, I want to please Krishna. That's the only thing which is there all the time. I want to please Krishna, I want to please Krishna, I want to please Krishna. That's the meaning of Krishna consciousness. Okay, so we won't become void. That's really not our philosophy, that we become void, zero, and everything is zero, shunyavad. No, that's not ours.
That's what we have the Shunyavadi.
Yeah. Nirvishesha, shunyavad. It's Prabhupada's name. Yes. That's Prabhupada's Pranati mantra, that he was really telling people to get away from it. Good. Should we take questions maybe online? Aditi, Priya, you have any questions?
I have a question, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sure.
Talking about self-realization, and maybe I'm not too aware of like what is the definition then of being self-realized. When I was reading the script and it mentions someone who is in Krishna conscious, or like I'm just thinking about, okay, that's the ultimate goal, but what does it really mean?
It means that you have no selfish desire to become happy or enjoy things for yourself anymore, but the only desire which is there in the heart is to please Krishna and to serve Krishna all the time, 24/7 is the meaning of it. It may
So
seem
self-here is Krishna.
self here is ourselves. When we realize our position as insignificant, dependent individual, we also then understand the significant and absolutely independent individual, which is Paramatma. Right? I think we were talking about it at some point of time, some weeks ago.
Yeah.
Atma and Paramatma. So the only way we can understand ourselves truly is when we understand Paramatma, and that we as the fraction of Paramatma, just insignificant fraction. So Paramatma doesn't need us to be fulfilled, but we definitely need him to feel fulfilled. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. But we all, I think at some level do feel that. That's the reason we're all here and,
Yes.
trying to learn more.
Yeah, for sure.
But you mentioned like we're way away from the whole process of self-realization.
Yes, we are in the path now, and we'll take some time, and eventually we will get there.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aditi, you have anything?
No, not for now, Prabhuji.
Okay. Did you like anything?
Prabhuji, I think the more and more I listen to you, the more and more I go back to the fact that my jap is missing and the 5 ground rules that one needs to stick to. Everything revolves around the same thing.
Chalo, aaj se kar lo, shuru karo. No problem. It's good to feel that sometimes. Let's start from today.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Good. Yes, Manojji, what did you like?
I think raising your level, right? Otherwise, you keep on declining.
Yes.
So I think that is true as well. Because if you don't go on this path, you just go downwards.
Yeah.
You have to make a choice.
Yes. Good. Yes, Bob, did you like anything? What did you like? Tell one.
No. The first shloka
Okay.
about the satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Yeah. What did you learn about that?
The people that chant and do stuff that's satisfied.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Vikasji. Nothing to add? Okay. Soham?
No matter what you do, there'll be a karmic reaction unless you do it.
Unless you do it in Krishna consciousness. Good. Yes, Jyotiji.
Krishna conscious, like performing any work, any duty. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
No, I think same thing I would say. Just being Krishna consciousness.
Okay.
So
Nikhil?
Learn a new word, Prabhu. Devolve.
Devolve. Jai Google. Yes, Akanksha?
Yes, to be more focused on being Krishna conscious.
Okay.
Like we discussed about being slow and fast track.
Yeah.
So I'm really slow.
Okay. No problem. It's okay. You may catch a helicopter one day. So, yeah, it's okay. It's fine. So,
Yeah, but the concept of how there's no need to do responsibility when a person is completely self-realized, but people like Prabhupada, they chose to do it,
Yeah.
even though there's no purpose or need.
Yes.
For the greater good.
Yes. Good. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. See you all next week. Hare
Hare
Bol.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bye bye.
मुझे एक क्वेश्चन,
हाँ बोलो.
जब हम when we start भक्ति तो हमें जैसे आपने भी बोला ये सब जो भी मेन है start first doing सेवा. Why सेवा is always the first step in starting the bhakti or going up?
Well, seva is the starting, beginning, middle, end of bhakti. That's what it is. क्योंकि पूरा concept जो है वो इसके आधार पे है कि हमें सेवा करना है. Now, हमारा डिजाइन ही उस तरह है. We are meant for सेवा. We are not meant for enjoying. Our डिजाइन जो है ना, इसका डिजाइन अभी देखो, इसका डिजाइन ये ले लो, इसका. This is designed to go and sit, है ना. इससे हम और कुछ करेंगे तो इससे लेके चलो बाहर क्लीन कर रहा हूं, कर सकता हूं मैं. इसको मैं मॉपिंग ये कर सकता हूं, कुछ भी कर सकता हूं, है ना. बट इसका पर्पस डिजाइन ये है कि इसके ऊपर बैठ जाए तो अच्छा है ना. तो हमारा डिजाइन जो है वो डिजाइन जो है हम सेवा के लिए, हाँ, हम एंजॉयमेंट के लिए नहीं बने. नहीं, आप पहले सुनो इसको. हाँ, हमारा डिजाइन जो है बाय डिजाइन वी आर मेंट फॉर सर्विस. तो अभी हम उसको छोड़ के हम एंजॉयमेंट में लगे हुए हैं अभी. दैट आई डोंट वांट टू सर्व, आई वांट टू एंजॉय. बट दैट्स द डिजाइन, दैट्स हाउ आई नीड टू बी. स्टार्ट, यू नीड टू स्टार्ट चेंजिंग द इक्वेशन. एंजॉयमेंट का जो है अभी, एंजॉयमेंट के लिए मत बनो, थोड़ा सेवा के लिए शुरू कर दो. छोटा छोटा जो चीज जो भी है, जब करना भी सेवा ही है, भागवत पढ़ना भी सेवा है, सब सेवा है.
डोनेशन देना
सब सेवा है. यस, एवरीथिंग इज सेवा. तो जो भी हम करते हैं निस्वार्थ भाव से, सब सेवा है. मैं आके ले लूंगा. I already ate. I was very hungry today, so I ate and came. Hare Krishna. I'll come and take. Just give me a sweet, maybe. One piece of sweet is good.
I made gobi prantha for you.
Yeah, but today मैं काफी hungry था तो मैं खा के आ गया. Hare Krishna. This is off already. Oh my God.